get into it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Now that the personal post-Thanksgiving conversation is over.
Yes.
Hope everyone had a swell Thanksgiving. This is the Real Horror Show podcast, back from our little break.
Yeah, welcome back, everybody.
Still not done with the original season 3, but we're working on it. Somebody is busy getting her Ph.D, so that's like eating away at all of her podcast time.
I know, it sucks too, but my winter break is coming soon, and that means TV time.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be really cool.
Yeah, well-deserved break.
Heck yeah.
With trashy teen TV.
Oh God, yeah, absolutely. That's the top of my list. But listen, I love it. I love this stuff.
Yeah. So this week we are quote unquote picking our next movie. It's actually it is Goodnight Mommy, the American remake.
And I have nothing to say about that. I'm not going to argue with Sam about it being something different, or it should be Terrifier 2 or some shit.
I was gonna ask, it's Goodnight Mommy, right? We didn't make a decision after we stopped recording last week.
No, it's definitely Goodnight Mommy, and we made sure to really nail that one down. So it's the American version, Goodnight Mommy. Excited to watch that one actually to see how it differs.
It stars Naomi Watts as Mother, which is interesting because Naomi Watts also played the mom in the Funny Games US remake. So Naomi Watts is just all over these US remakes.
Dude, she was in The Ring.
Holy shit, she was.
She's a horror girl, my dude. Oh, I love her.
She's all about these Americanizations.
I know, yeah, she definitely is. So she fuck no, she wasn't the girl in Silent Hill, but there was a blonde girl in Silent Hill. That was just a blonde woman.
She was the lead girl in the 2005 King Kong.
Yes, with Jack Black.
Yes.
Hell yeah, she was the lady. The one woman in King Kong that King Kong falls in love with. I forget her name.
I remember like that movie being a big deal when it came out because it was 3 hours long.
Yeah, huge deal.
And now that just seems to be the growing norm for movies. Avatar 2, which comes out next week, is slated to be like 3.5 hours long. Avengers Endgame was 3 hours long.
Wow.
So I think really the time is coming to bring back movie intermissions.
Yeah, actually, that's kind of cool. And they're going to bring Quentin Tarantino out of retirement there, and he's going to do like a 4-hour movie. I'm sure he could.
Like, I'm sure Kill Bill 3 could be a 3-hour movie.
Oh, absolutely. I would love it to be. I would love it to be that long for sure.
I think he wants to do Kill Bill 3.
Good.
Because like it's time for
the girl's grown up now. Love the girl.
Yeah, for Vivica A. Fox's daughter to come and get revenge on the bride.
Yes.
Which he said that would be the story is.
Definitely. At least he's like keeping it in the family there, not trying to do anything different.
And fucking Maya Hawke could play BB. Like,
oh yeah, of course. Duh. Yeah, there we go. Everyone's kids are grown up, so it's now's the time.
Like, I feel bad because I do think the original BB is still an actress. She's done like background work or minor character work for newer Tarantino works. Like she was one of the hippie girls in Hollywood.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah. So she still does act, but I think it would be more understandable if he cast Maya Hawke to play Uma Thurman's daughter.
Yeah, that would be ideal because she looks just like Uma Thurman.
I think it would be super cute.
It would be.
In a Kill Bill kind of way.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, those movies are so great.
They are.
But anyway, speaking of great movies, we'll watch Goodnight Mommy.
Yeah, it's got a 40% on Rotten Tomatoes, which like I know a 40% on Rotten Tomatoes just means like I don't know 40% of critics like it or whatever. I know it's an aggregate site, but it's still a thing we refer to. Okay.
Definitely. Yeah, I like to have a baseline, to go off of so I can make my own decision. Whether
like
it's
I do
the same
think
or different. Yeah.
In some ways, Letterboxd and IMDb scores are a better way to get an idea, but Rotten Tomatoes is so much more universal.
Definitely. Everyone kind of knows that. And also it has like the critic score and the audience score as well. So it's a little bit more, I don't know, got two things to choose from.
Yeah.
You can decide with the audience with the critics.
5.6 on IMDb, so they seem pretty in line with each other.
Yes.
Ooh, no. On Rotten Tomatoes, it's got a 35% audience score.
Oh God.
So
well, we'll see.
We'll see. We'll see. I wonder if they will keep the twist from the German version, the original.
Yes, I can't wait to compare and contrast the movies. Absolutely. The German one was really something else, though.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Me
too.
It's a classic.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And speaking of whatever we just said, we'll see. Sam, you saw a couple movies while we were on our break, didn't you? Like some horror movies?
Yeah, I saw. Shit, what did I see?
Dude, you saw the menu.
I did see the menu. It was excellent. And I saw Bones and All, which was also excellent and weird. And I saw myself a bit in the college girls sitting in front of me. And I now realize how insufferable I probably sound occasionally to non-movie people. Because Bones and All was directed by Luca something, the guy who did Call Me by Your Name, which I still haven't seen, but we all know that Timothée Chalamet jacks it with a peach.
He does?
Yeah, like there's this whole scene where he's lying in his bed and he's eating a peach and he then uses the peach to masturbate. It's a thing. I've tried reading the book. It's pretty dry. I'll eventually finish it. But so it was the same director. And after the movie ended and the credits started rolling, one of the girls down front said, the cinematography was incredible. And her friend just didn't seem that interested. And she's like, it was directed by Luca, the guy who did Call Me by Your Name.
Oh my God.
So
amazing.
That's what I sound like to people.
Yeah, you're just like, yeah, the cinematography is amazing. And then you're like, the pacing was great. The story was engaging.
And also they were just so cannibalism and cannibal romance, I feel like is having a bit of a moment in movies, in literature right now. I thought that was going to be the direction of the menu, but it wasn't.
Interesting to know. I wasn't sure either.
And I want to say this without being weird about it, but since I did write a semi-cannibalistic romance, I understand the interest in exploring that taboo subject, especially in the frame of like a romance, because that's what I'd call Bones and All. It's a horror romance, which is an interesting new genre that we're starting to explore with like Haunting of Bly Manor and this.
Haunting of Bly Manor. Is there like cannibalist stuff in there?
No, it's just it's a horror romance. So like you've got this prominent love story in it. Surrounded by
I was trying to think like what the fuck.
I mean, there could be cannibalism in it. I don't know. I don't know how they're living their personal lives.
I know.
But like earlier drafts of my play Let's Hope You Feel Better delved into the cannibalism aspect of it more. The final version kind of alludes to it. It's there without really saying it's there. Like there are lines like to really be a part of someone, to really feel them. And so I think it's an interesting topic to explore in a literary sense for like just kind of a toxic, all-encompassing, passionate relationship, which Bones and All attempts to do. I think it'll depend on the viewer if it accomplishes that or not.
Gotcha.
I was reading other reviews where people said, that the ending of it was really intense. People didn't know whether to cry or laugh or so it was just really an awkward silence watching it happen.
Interesting. Okay.
And the whole like cannibal subject of it is very interesting in this world. There's not a lot of world building. It's very it's our world, but it's a world where people are just kind of born with this gene that makes them want to eat people.
Definitely.
So it's an interesting take on it, but I liked it.
Awesome. So I have to ask, because one of my favorite actors is in it, Michael Stuhlbarg, and it looks like he plays a guy that is like a hillbilly guy with like overalls.
1 second, stool. Yes, he is in it very briefly.
Oh man. Okay.
But he's a very memorable character.
Oh, well, excellent. Okay, great.
Like he's in it briefly, but he's important. He's another cannibal.
Oh, he is cool.
Yeah.
I thought so.
So the main girl, Timothy Chalamet, him, and then another guy are all cannibals, and each one kind of has their own. It helps with the world building of how cannibals exist in this world.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
Because they all have their own like set of rules for how they deal with it.
Yeah, deal with it or like cope with it. Oh, yeah. That sounds really interesting that they kind of have laid that framework down there about that. So yeah, I obviously am excited to see it myself. It'll probably take me a couple years, but I promise I'll get there.
Yeah, and if you're into watching Timothy Chalamet jack off men in cornfields, it's got that for you too. So
he does that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because he's kind of like, his addiction to consuming human flesh is compared to junkies.
Oh, gotcha.
And so that scene makes sense in the way that he'll do anything to get his next fix.
I see. So that's why he kind of has the look about him.
Yeah.
But okay, well, cool. Yeah. But yeah, that's on my list of things to see. I'm glad you saw it though. I'm glad at least half of this podcast is like being a modern podcast and seeing the
proactive
movies. Yeah, proactive. Absolutely.
It's fine. You're getting your PhD, but once you're a doctor, I'm not taking any excuses.
Once I'm a doctor, I'll just be at the movies all day.
Yeah.
Yeah. I swear. And then at that time, I'll be more comfortable to like be out at the theater again. Not that I'm not comfortable now, but like I will definitely be, because it'll be like 2025 at that point. So hopefully we'll be in all clear.
It's weird. David and I were talking about this on our way back to New Jersey. We stopped at a diner for lunch.
Yeah.
And they still have the plastic partitions up, and he asked if that's just going to be a thing that future restaurants implement, and I don't see why not.
Right.
Like, they help, privatize your conversations between booths.
Definitely. Oh yeah, I agree for sure.
So I'm curious if that is going to be a design feature that we see just built into restaurants in the future.
That would be great. Yeah. Why not? Agreed. All right, cool. So, and then you also saw the menu.
Yes, which was excellent.
Awesome.
I haven't been as excited for a film since Parasite.
Yeah.
Two very different movies, but
yeah,
both like that. If you're into like beautiful cinematography and fuck the rich, it's very much that.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, and definitely love the cast. Of course. Great. Did you see anything else?
Other
than those two.
Other than my own movie at the SModCastle Film Festival.
Right.
No, I didn't see anything else.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I did see that you had gone and seen it and everything, and yeah.
Unfortunately for content, there's no hot tea to spill, but
gotcha.
Like, yeah. Let's not pretend that I was invited to the film festival out of any genuine wanting me to be there. I was invited because David called them out on Instagram.
Yeah, and so they felt bad and they just like did.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Because now clearly we have a good relationship. No, but it was fine. We SModCastle, this is the first year they've had it up in Atlantic Highlands, New Jersey, right across from New York City. It's Kevin Smith's film festival. Something he's wanted to do ever since he became a filmmaker, because his film career started at film festivals.
Nice.
So he always wanted to eventually one day buy a theater and host his own, and that's what this is.
Cool.
I did not get to meet Kevin Smith, unfortunately. David and I did catch a glimpse of him taking photos with another movie crew, but he just evaporated. I don't know what the fuck happened to him. he disappeared before we got a chance to like take our own pictures with him or just say hi. I had my copy of Clerks with me in case I did see him to sign. And, you know, I jinxed it because I was proactive and went out and bought Sharpies because I didn't have any. So naturally, had I not done that, I would have met Kevin
you
Smith.
would have met him, but had nothing. I'm sure he may have had something.
Yeah. I was also like, we got there around 8:30, 8:45. So he probably had to, I think his daughter had a movie that they were showing at the film festival. So he was probably in whatever theater that was showing.
Oh, that's super cool.
But I was also proactive and hopeful that Jason Mewes, who plays Jay to his Silent Bob, would also be there, because my goal in life is to just get any celebrity I meet to sign the most obscure work in their catalog. I have all 7 Leprechaun films on DVD because one day I'll meet Jennifer Aniston and I will force her to sign
my copy. Is she in the Leprechaun movies?
That was her first movie. What? That was her first big role.
Oh my gosh, I had no idea. Was she like a kid or was she older?
No, she was the final girl.
Really?
Yeah.
In Leprechaun.
Yeah. I know.
Jennifer Aniston.
She did that like 3 years before Friends.
Wow.
So she's super young, but she was the final girl.
Dang. That's interesting to know, because I'm not a huge Leprechaun person myself, so I wouldn't really have known that.
I don't think anyone is. You know the character of Freeburg in Freddy vs. Jason? The stoner character.
With the blonde hair?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's obviously just a plagiarized version of Jay from Jay and Silent Bob.
Basically looks just like him, yeah.
So my goal in life is to get Jason Mewes, who plays Jay, but does not play Freeburg, to sign my copy of Freddy vs. Jason.
Nice.
Just fully commit to the bit.
Definitely.
And he would do it too.
Right.
He was in that Never Sleep Again 4-hour documentary. And
get out.
They got to Freddy versus Jason and they were talking about the character of Freeburg and how, you know, it's plagiarism essentially. Very close to plagiarism. And Jason Mewes actually did a bit of an interview about it. Just like, I was so happy to be in Freddy versus Jason. Wait, I wasn't in that movie.
Right.
And then left.
Oh, that's actually pretty funny.
So he's got a good sense of humor about it, but yeah, the film festival was fine. I'll tell you more off mic because I'm waiting for certain contracts to be over before I fully publicly talk about my experience working on the movie. But
gotcha. And everybody looks forward to that, I'm sure, because it's been a long journey.
All 12 listeners.
Yeah, dude. They come back every week, every time.
Yeah. Now, I will say, Jared, who plays the character of Swearsky in my movie, is an absolute sweetheart. Every person who's played this character, because it is based on my play, has been a total sweetheart. The character just calls for golden retriever energy.
Nice. That's awesome.
So he was very sweet. There were 2 other actors there. Only talked briefly to one of the main girl. And should she be listening, I want to clarify that I'm sorry if I sounded like a bitch if you had asked me if it was the first time I had seen the movie. I just thought,
what did you say?
I just said, I've seen it. Because the movie's been out since June.
Oh, she probably doesn't even know or realize.
I think they do know because
okay.
And I feel like it was a little awkward. David was there and he agreed to be the nice one for us. I was cordial.
Excellent.
I was cordial. I was polite.
Yes, definitely.
But like not so nice that they think things are cool with us, because they'll never be cool, because I wasn't invited to the premiere of my fucking movie.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
absolutely.
I'm never gonna get that moment back.
Yeah. Bonkers.
So, but you know, that's as much as I'll go into it there.
Okay.
The word's getting out. I haven't really talked about it publicly that much. Not that many people listen to us. We're a small podcast.
Yeah.
But
still,
you can't treat someone shitty and not expect it to get out in this day and age.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
yeah,
that's how my week went.
Okay.
Other than that, we went to the Quick Stop where Clerks was filmed.
Nice.
Which was a very cool experience. It's a working little convenience store.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is it like a real store? Nice.
I bought my Starbucks Frappuccino, and David bought an expired Pepsi.
Excellent.
And then we did the one thing you go to New York do. We did the one thing you go to New Jersey to do, which is look at the New York City skyline.
Yeah, excellent.
And that was pretty.
Oh yeah, I bet it was. It's probably really nice.
And it's fucking warmer in New Jersey than it is here right now. That is bullshit.
Yeah, isn't that funny? That's really weird. Huh? Because I know New York is like, forget it. It's freezing and snowing 4 feet every day or whatever. It's like nuts up there.
But it's winter. What can you expect? But
yeah, it's winter for us, but officially it won't be winter until like the 21st, but it's winter. Just is.
Yep.
It's December.
But that's all I've got to say right now, other than a quick thank you to everyone who listens to us on Spotify, because that's been our #1 platform for a little while now.
Do we get like a Spotify Wrapped as being on it?
I've been trying to figure that out.
Yeah, like, are we an artist?
We are. I just can't remember what login I used to set it up.
Gotcha.
I'm mildly concerned that it's connected to my old Facebook account.
Oh,
the one that got hacked.
Yeah.
So we may not get a Spotify Wrap to see how much we grew on Spotify this year. I just know from the Podbean dashboard that Spotify is currently our #1 platform. We also get a lot of love on Pandora and Amazon Music. So,
dude, yeah, I used to really listen to Amazon Music a whole lot for some reason when I was in grad school.
Probably because it was free with our Prime memberships.
Yeah, but I listened to that, but like not Spotify. It was just weird.
Yeah,
obscure.
But that's all I have this week.
All right, excellent. Same here. Nothing new to report. And we will be watching Goodnight Mommy. And where can people find that or watch that if they want to watch it?
It is an Amazon Prime original.
Sweet.
So it is on Amazon Prime.
Nice. I've got that, so I will watch that.
Excellent question.
Yeah, excellent. And that's where Terrifier is, in case you didn't watch it yet and want to watch it and want to listen to our show from last time. They're both on there, so they could be like a double feature, I feel like. So
yeah.
All right, well, I've got nothing else to add, but we will talk to you again next week and talk about Goodnight Mommy, the American version.
Yeah.
All right, guys, see you later.
Bye.
Bye.
And there's a creepy dog that always follows